The president says fighting in Iraq and Afghanistan is necessary to make a more peaceful world in the future. Not everyone in Nashville was applauding the president today. They're holding signs that read, "No more blood for oil."
We are calling for an end to the war in Iraq. We are morally outraged at the needless death and suffering, the waste of taxpayer dollars, and the hundreds of thousands of lives that have been lost in Iraq, as well as the thousands of Americans who have been killed and wounded in that country, all based on a lie.
The protesters say they were disappointed because the president didn't pass by them. Still, they say they feel their peace movement is making a difference in the long run and say they expect the next person in the White House to have a different foreign policy option.
President Bush told the crowd in attendance the only way to keep Americans safe at home is to wipe out our enemies overseas and spread freedom before they bring destruction to our doorstep.
Of course, when the president comes to town, you can always expect there to be protesters.
And Americans are outraged, and we're here to call for an end to this war.
Members of the Nashville Peace Coalition showed up with signs outside the Gaylord Opryland Resort. They were protesting the war in Iraq and calling for peace.
If we don't, he says they will bring destruction to our doorstep.
The decision to remove Saddam Hussein was the right decision early in my presidency. It is the right decision at this point in my presidency, and it will forever be the right decision.
For president.
And not everyone showed up to give the president a warm welcome today.
And Americans are outraged, and we're here to call for an end to this war.
The Nashville Peace Coalition was protesting the war in Iraq, and as expected, a small group of protesters were outside the Gaylord Opryland Resort. No idea, though, if the president actually saw them when the motorcade drove nearby. Members of the Nashville Peace Coalition protest every time the president comes to town.